Hi everybody, I'm Tim Donnelly with the Charlotte Rush. We are in the coach's office here at the Extreme Ice Center, just a few days away from the Charlotte Rush 2021-22 home opening season here at the Extreme Ice Center. We welcome in the Hampton Roads Whalers, our big rivalry. So good to be back home after a month on the road. And we're going to bring in the head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite, Jacob Smolovich. And Jacob, thanks so much for being with us. First of all, welcome to Rush Nation. So good to have you as our elite coach this year. For those of you who don't know, Jacob took the Charleston Colonials all the way down to the finals. The Charlotte Rush edged him out, but he did a great job, and I know that was a big memory for you, Jacob, last season.
Yeah, it was really good. Those guys were fantastic. It's nice to have a couple of them here now in Charlotte, and, it's great to be in Charlotte coaching for a team that obviously won the national championship last year and hoping to help them do it again.
Yep, if I know Ryan Crothers, Troy Schwab, and Trevor Jewell, they said to themselves, any guy that can take his team to the last game in the championship against our team, we definitely want that guy on our side, and that's exactly what happened. Jacob, I want to talk a little bit about you and your background. Your parents were born in Russia. You were born here, but got a lot of ties in Russia.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big part of my heritage, big part of my culture. I grew up speaking Russian before I grew up speaking English. So it's been amazing being in the United States, but it's definitely, still home for me over there as well.
Well, when we're recruiting Russian guys, I bet you're the first one on the phone, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun being able to speak with them in Russian. Our new guy, Ivasenko, me and him have had a few chats already in Russian. It's definitely nice.
All right, well, Jacob, I want to ask you, I know you were involved along with Ryan Crothers, Troy Schwab, Trevor Jewell, but talk about how your recruiting went for the elite team in the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a good mix of returning guys. Obviously, you got guys like Dylan Causey, Finn Rissanen. But then we have experience from other teams too, like Matthew Clift, Drew DePoit. These are guys that have been around the league for a couple of years. They've been all-stars on other teams, and now they're here in Charlotte. So I think we have a really good mix of older guys and a few younger guys as well.
Yeah, and you also brought a few guys over from the Charleston Colonials from last year, which is great. You know exactly what they can bring to the table.
Yeah, I mean, Tommy Davidson's come in. He's playing his role right now. DJ Lyons was the goaltender in the national championship for the Colonials, and he just got his first win with Charlotte this past weekend. So I think they've started to turn it on, and it's good just to have him here.
Jacob Smolovich, the new head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite, joining us a few days away from the Charlotte Rush home opening weekend, Saturday, October 2nd and 3rd. We welcome in the Hampton Roads Whalers. By the way, the Saturday game at 5 o'clock and the Sunday game at 9:20 in the morning. Well, Jacob, let's talk about the season so far. You got off to a pretty good start. You split with the Hurricanes in Raleigh, the junior Hurricanes. Man, big first win. 7-2 was it, I think? And then
7-2.
The second game lost a close one, but just talk about what you liked about that first opening weekend.
Yeah, I mean, the first game, it almost seemed like we could do no wrong. Guys were playing really, really well. And then I think there was, that really, really big high. And then we hit a low the next day where we weren't ready to go. And so I told our guys, we have to be able to find that line where it's not just highs and lows, but we find a steadiness to our game. And I think going into the showcase, we did a better job of that.
And this past weekend, the Rush was once again in Raleigh for a showcase event, and you go 4-0. Jacob, had to be happy about that. I know you told me off camera you're still looking to improve. It's early in the season. We understand that, but still very nice to come away with 4 wins.
Yeah, I mean, I told our guys the problem with being the standard is you always have to find a way to raise it. And so for us, going 4-0 was great, but we felt like we didn't play our best game. We felt like we still could have played our better game, did the little things better. And so for us, it gives us something to keep building on heading into this weekend and then the next showcase and so forth.
Let's talk about your goaltending right now. It's always a big aspect of the game, of course. And last year, the Rush had Brian Brady and Arlie Cutler. Brian Brady is back. Arlie Cutler's up in Las Vegas. Hopefully not gambling too much, whatever. But anyway, or Lake Tahoe, I'm sorry, Lake Tahoe. But anyway, but just talk about your new goalies for this year.
Yeah, I mean, Brian's obviously, he just played Premier as well. But, we have 4 really good goalies on the elite team. DJ, Golis, Edmonds, Sumo, they've all done their job so far. They're all earned wins this past weekend except for Sumo. But, you know, they're all guys who I trust. If we have to put in the net, they can get the job done. And I'm looking forward to watching them compete each and every practice, each and every game to try to become the guy who's the go-to guy.
All right, we're chatting with Jacob Smolovitz, the new head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite. Right now, we're going to take a look at the standings of the Charlotte Rush in the Southeast Division of the Elite League. We're also going to look at the Rush scoring leaders, the goaltenders, and also around the league, the top 20. Let's view those right now. All right, we're back visiting with Jacob Smolovitz, the new head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite. And look at the standings right now. We see the Junior Hurricanes, Richmond Generals, Charlotte Rush right there, 12, 10, and 10, all very early in the season, of course. But my guess is we're probably going to be battling those two teams in particular. Maybe Hampton Roads is off to a slow start, surprisingly slow start at 1-7, and they may pick it up later. But looks like it's a pretty competitive division so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the best division in the league when it comes to the Elite League. You know, like you said, Hampton's 1-7, but for them, they're looking at this weekend as a way to turn their season around. So I know they're going to come in and give us their best hockey, and we're by no means overlooking them because of their start. They've added new guys since then, and I'm sure they'll be ready to go the same way we are. So I think it's going to be a really good race all year long, and I think that every single game and every single point is going to count.
Yeah, and of course, at this level, the famous, we're bringing in some new players. That can always change the dynamic in a pretty short period of time, can't it, Jacob?
Exactly. So
we'll see what happens this weekend. Want to talk, as we close, a little bit about Jacob personally. He's an Indiana guy, played his college hockey, Ball State, right?
Yeah, Ball State University. I went to school, didn't play juniors, played ACHA for a really good coach there and really enjoyed it and really enjoyed the schooling I got there too.
And you spent some time in Wisconsin coaching, right?
Yeah, so right after graduate school, I went to Wisconsin to coach in the NA3 before I got the opportunity in Charleston to work for Ryan.
Great. And also want to ask you, how do you like Charlotte so far?
I love it. I liked it in Charleston. I'm a big city guy, though. I'm not a huge beach guy, so I like having, you know, pro sports teams and skyscrapers and stuff like that, so I love it.
We got all that here. In fact, a lot of people don't know this statistic. When we had lunch a few weeks ago, Jacob, I talked to you about it, but people don't realize that Charlotte is the second largest banking center in the entire United States. Only New York is bigger, but we're ahead of LA, Chicago, all the other big cities. So we got a lot of good things going here in Charlotte. And I'll also say, too, that Jacob has a dog that he loves sincerely. In fact, this dog, man, probably gets taken care of as any dog I know. Jacob takes him to the vet like we take our cars to get oil changes, right? But he's a special, or is it a she or he?
It's a he.
Yeah, he's a special friend of yours, isn't he?
Yeah, I love having him. I never had a pet growing up, so it's been great having a dog. But my girlfriend does all the heavy lifting with it, so she's much more involved with the dog than I am.
Well, dog is a man's best friend, right? We're not going to deny that. Hey, Jacob, thanks so much for being with us and letting our Rush Nation viewers learn and know a little bit more about you. We're so glad to have you here in Charlotte. Congrats on the great start, and we're looking forward to hopefully a couple of wins here this weekend against Hampton Roads for the Elite.
We definitely are. Yep.
Jacob Smolovitz, the new head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite. And don't forget those games this weekend at home here at the Extreme Ice Center at 5 o'clock on Saturday, at 9:20 on Sunday. Hey, want to thank all of Rush Nation for watching. Don't forget to go to our Charlotte Rush website for additional information on the Rush, the USPHL website, of course, our social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For all of us at the Charlotte Rush, I'm Tim Donnelly. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.